necessary contact.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Devin Harris is checked in for Pachulia. Spates checked in for Golden State. Here's Matthews. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Matthews has got his first points of the night.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's Curry, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That's good. And a blazing start. They've hit all 5 shots.
In an area where Dallas struggled last season was defending the three-pointer. A lot of their losses came against teams that just took them apart from beyond the arc.
Parsons passes to Matthews. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Matthews has got 4 this quarter.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Parsons sets a screen for Williams. There's the triple. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Harris. Dallas struggled to defend the 3 last year, as you said. Bottom 5 in the NBA in three-point percentage against. And the team shot just over Clark 36% against them from 3.
And to compound that particular issue is that they allow teams to take a bunch of 3s against them. I mean, it's something they've really got to shore up going into next season.
Pick by Williams. Back to Harris. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They're shooting it quite well now. Again, function of shot selection, ball movement. Guys are in rhythm, confidence, free-flowing, and they're knocking down their shots.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity. And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Nowitzki outside. Harris outside. Nowitzki a screen. Here's the screen. Correa. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Buckets. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
That is good. And now an 11-point Warrior lead.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Mejri, guarded by Spates, kicks it to Harris. Shot clock at 6. Takes it from 10. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Raymond Felton, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And then for Golden State, Festus Ezeli comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Iguodala's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size. Tell you what, this is some serious showmanship here. Loving that tomahawk.
Clark, he came with force, and that's not just getting 2 points. He was sending a message.
Making a statement.
And also a momentum shifter. I mean, the energy, you can see it. Take a look at the bench. Those guys are fired up. That makes you want to fight.
Parsons against Iguodala. Correa. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Ready? All right, let's go.
And so it's Golden State with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Iguodala wide open. That three off the mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks dancers.
And the final period of play just about to start. Warriors leading by 10. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Barnes and Green of the forward set. Ian Clark out there with Livingston. And it's Bogut in at the 5. Outside, Green. He kicks it to Bogut. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Livingston no luck. Maverick shooting straight 49% from the field. It's Williams with the drive. Offensive rebound. The Warriors shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. And that one's good. Barnes.
The three-point shot has been a real weapon for them in the second half.
Yeah, they've really done a good job of creating good looks from the outside. And now they've really got it going.
Williams kicks to Powell. He dishes it to Felton. Shoots the 3. Can't get it to go. So Golden State will take it the other way. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Livingston dishes to Green. The 9-foot shot, and he gets it to go.
Timeout charge to Dallas.
Dallas calls timeout. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle was saying to the team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Here's Nowitzki. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Ian Clark.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
For 3, Williams. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
And he gets it to go. And it's 8 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Curry against Williams. And it's Nowitzki at the elbow. It's stolen by Green. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Shot clock at 6. Barbosa with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Green, no luck.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Nowitzki a screen. Williams passes to Nowitzki. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Parsons checked in for Dallas. And Golden State also making a change. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. Good! That's 28 points for Steph Curry.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
And Parsons kicks to Nowitzki. Great D that time from Green. Warriors leading by 16. Fires for 3. And Pachulia pulls it down.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
Looks that way, Steve. And Clark, what an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, they definitely had a huge edge, and that's in their DNA, to push the pace and to apply pressure from an offensive standpoint. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are exactly the kind of games they can play.
That's fun basketball to watch,
It sure is. It sure is.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Stephen Curry. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. And there's Green on the assist by Curry. And the Warriors lead by 16. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
On the wing, Thompson. And there's the call on Pachulia. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And the Warriors with some changes. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Clark, guarded by Harris. Clark dishes to Rush. Trains it from beyond the arc.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Now, here's Spates. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And this is going to be a fantastic result for them. No win on the road comes easy.
Not in the NBA, they don't. And trust me, they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing.
Yes, Kevin, thank you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
Well, getting up over the 30-point barrier is never easy under any circumstances. He tore holes in the defense. They couldn't figure out what to do with it. Every play they ran for him, he executed it nearly perfectly.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, to go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did, only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.